We begin tonight with breaking news about the missing Fort Cavazos soldier, Specialist Craig Chamberlain, who was last seen more than a week ago.
25 News reporter Adam Schindler was at a search all day long tonight. He is breaking some big news here. Adam, what is the very latest?
Guys, it's true. After a lot of tears, a lot of hard work, and a little help from the community, Specialist Craig Chamberlain has been found alive. I got word just a short time ago from his mother via text message saying they found him in Killeen. It was with the help of their search party they were able to locate him alive here in Killeen. Now again, this comes after days of not knowing where their son was. Last time his mom had heard from him was on the 8th when she got a text message simply saying, "I love you, Mom." And he hadn't been seen by anyone since the 15th, since the 15th, on the morning of the 15th when he left his home. Now the community came together today. They searched all this area. They were looking everywhere. And again, they were able to find him alive with the help of the community. And they are very grateful and send their regards to everybody who reached out. And they want to say thank you for your help. In Killeen, Adam Schindler, 25 News.
Yeah, Adam, some very good news. The news comes 2 days after his wife, Cameron Chamberlain, was found dead in Killeen.
Yeah, Killeen police are still investigating her death.
By proceeding with this illegal impeachment scheme to overturn a decision made by Texas voters just a few short months ago, the corrupt politicians in the Texas House are demonstrating that blind loyalty to Speaker Dade Phelan is more important than upholding their oath of office.
Texas AG Ken Paxton there speaking just a few hours ago about his possible impeachment.
It comes after the House General Investigating Committee filed 20 articles of impeachment against the Republican. The House General Investigating Committee filed 20 articles. You can see the full list right there on your screen. Some of the charges include 7 counts of disregard of official duty, 2 counts misapplications on public resources, 2 counts of constitutional bribery, 2 counts of obstruction of justice, and abuse of public trust. The House will vote on the impeachment articles tomorrow, which is Saturday, at 1 o'clock.
The AG has faced several legal issues in the past. He was first elected in 2014, less than a year into office. He was indicted on securities fraud. In 2020, several of his top aides reported Paxton to the FBI, accusing him of illegally helping a friend, a political donor, including helping cover up an affair he had. The aides later sued Paxton after he fired them because of that whistleblower. Many of these impeachment allegations are all tied to that. There are a lot of implications with this possible impeachment. It can also be kind of confusing, the process that is. I talked to a Baylor political expert to sort it all out.
Did you ever think you would see this?
No, it's politically, it's fascinating because Republicans certainly don't have to do this. There's probably not a whole lot of political gain to be gotten from this.
Can you kind of just walk us through the process, how this would work?
In the House, to send one or more articles of impeachment over to the Senate to consider for conviction. The House only needs a simple majority of its members to vote to do so. So that means if Democrats vote to send the impeachment articles on, they only need a couple dozen Republicans to do so. That would then go over to the Senate and to be convicted and removed from office would require 2/3 of senators. So that's a higher bar. Once the House sends articles of impeachment over to the Senate here in Texas, the person who's then on trial is suspended from their position. And so Governor Abbott could appoint sort of an interim person to take over the position for however long this trial lasts. So of course, butting up against the end of the regular legislative session. So this would probably require a special session.
I don't see a lot of people coming out and saying, well, I think he's totally innocent.
It's very sort of notable that Ken Paxton was a supporter of Donald Trump because a lot of the statements that he's making sound in many ways like statements Donald Trump would make, that this is unfounded, that this is a witch hunt, that this is done just for political reasons because there are members.
Now, the impeachment process is a bit different in Texas compared to Washington. A House committee writes up articles of impeachment or accusations against the public official. Then it goes to the full House for a vote. If a simple majority of the House members approve the resolution, the person is impeached and suspended from office. The case then goes to the Senate, where the senators are the jury and House members are the prosecutors. Paxton will have the chance to defend himself. 2/3 of the Senate must vote in favor to remove them from office. There are currently 149 sitting members of the House, 64 Democrats, 85 Republicans. If all Democrats vote to impeach, they would need 11 Republicans to vote against Paxton. Now, in the Senate, there are 31 senators, 12 Dems, and 19 Republicans. One of those Republicans, his wife. So if she is excused and all Democrats vote to impeach, 8 Republicans would need to cross the aisle. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick does not have a vote and will preside over the case.
Now, since the current session actually ends on Monday, the lieutenant governor would probably have to call a special session for a trial. Governor Abbott could appoint an interim AG. Abbott has remained silent on all of this. Patrick told the ABC station WFAA up in Dallas, quote, "I think the members will do their duty." The investigative committee has 3 Republicans and 2 Democrats that recommended all of this. All 5 voted to recommend those articles, but not all House Republicans in general are in support.
Why is the House doing this? We've got more important business to do this. This is ridiculous. Speak up, say no. This is wrong, it's illegal.
The state Republican Party also releasing a statement a bit earlier this afternoon. It reads, in part, the impeachment proceedings against the Attorney General are but the latest front in the Texas House war against Republicans to stop the conservative direction of our state.
There have been 2 other impeachments in Texas history. Back in 1917, Governor James P.A. Ferguson was impeached after he vetoed the entire appropriation of the University of Texas. The school had refused to remove faculty he found objectionable. The House impeached Judge O.P. Carrillo back in 1975. He was found guilty of conspiracy and several financial crimes. Both were removed from office. All right, turning now to our